So fourth argument, I'm just adding the data to the prepared statement. Set string of person dot get qualification. At the end, prepared statement dot add batch. So it is iterating the each and every data from the list of person objects and adding the batches. So after adding all batches, we have to execute the batch. After executing batch, we will get the integer array. I'm storing into the integer array result. Now we have to commit this by using connection dot commit. Reading data from person.txt file and storing to the person table. Finally, we are printing the result. Result is arrays dot toString of result. This is simple. Just reading the data from the file and storing in the link array list. After that, we are creating the SQL query. Which type of prepared statement SQL query? So I created prepared statement object, and we are just adding the data to the prepared statement, adding as a batches each and every data of a list of person objects. At the end, we are calling the execute query. Now let's go and run this. Now the last argument is I am giving the 4 because we got the array index out of one section. Exception is the abnormality is a failed to execute. Should be 3. Now reading data from the person.txt file and stored into the person object. Now let's go and see. Before executing our command, we have 8 records. After executing our code, it should be we added 4 more records. Should give 12. See, for every time it will give the 10 records. Whatever person 1, person 2 we got. Now by default it is taking only 10 records. So I want to make it as a 20 records. Now let's go and select start from person. It will give all records. Now whatever records we added, it's stored into the database. From reading of data from the file and storing into the database. Same simple program. Now reading data and storing into the array list and iterating the data from the list using iterator, and we are just adding the data to the prepared statement and storing the data. Now if you want to use the statement object here, we have to create this insert queries dynamically. So here we need to change the values. Instead of that, whenever we are adding the batches, whenever we are executing the commands, that time if we want to dynamically add the values to the SQL query, we can achieve this using the prepared statement. But if you use statement here, we have to create the dynamic SQL queries. Queries means insert into person, ID, name, age, qualification, values of ID is some ID. We have to give the values there instead of question mark placeholders. Now let's go to the next program. I have program 4. So that I have a main method. See, I have a scanner. By using scanner, we'll get the inputs like entering person ID. When it is telling enter person ID, we have to enter the person ID in the console. Once we enter the person ID, we are just reading that person ID, input dot next line, and storing as a ID value, int ID. We are taking the person ID as an input from the console here by using scanner class. By using scanner class, we can it will ask to enter some value in the console. Once we enter some value, then only it will proceed to the execution. So I created connection object. Now, if we have a requirement of, if we want to interact with the multiple databases, multiple tables, and get the information and show into our as a result. So we have seen select statements. We just call the execute query by passing the select star from some table name. We'll get the data. Now we don't want to interact with a single table. We have a requirement of interacting with the multiple tables. All the multiple table data we have to combine and get it as a result. So how to achieve that? We can achieve that using the stored procedures. Stored procedure means if you want to execute multiple SQL queries in a single function in SQL, we can achieve that using stored procedure. Now let's go and see what is stored procedure. This stored procedures, I think Java developers no need to write, DB developers will be able to write. But we can learn what is the basic concept of stored procedure. Now create or replace procedure. Similarly, create table, we have create or replace procedure. And procedure name is get person. I want to get the person. For get person procedure, I am just giving some input and output parameters. Now, input parameter is INID as a person ID. Person class we have ID. So output, whenever you are giving person ID, I want to get output as a name, age, and qualification. So output parameters are out parameters. Input parameters are in parameter. Int ID equal to IN. Out name equal to OUT. Out. Similarly, we have two more out parameters. For procedure, we have to give the in parameters and out parameters. And procedure get person with the argument as just beginning the procedure and ending the procedure. This is the syntax. Inside begin and in between the begin and end, we have to give our query. Select name, age, and qualification into the out parameters. Out name, out age, and out qualify from person object where ID equal to we are giving the input parameter. This is also dynamic. Whenever we are executing the store procedure, we have to pass the input parameter. We'll get the result as an output parameter. This procedure will take care of taking the input parameters and providing the output parameters. Now this is a simple procedure. How to create a procedure to give the input parameter as an ID of the person and get the output parameter as a name, age, and qualification of the person. So I created one store procedure. Let's close this. Now how to execute the store procedure using the Java JDBC program. Now I created connection object. To execute the store procedure, we have callable statement. How to create a callable statement object? By using connection object connection.prepare call, we can create callable statement to the store procedure. How to call that? In prepare call method, we have to pass the argument as a string type, but this is a type of, we have to give opening bracket, flower bracket, closing flower bracket, and call the procedure name. For procedure, we have to pass the input parameters and output parameters as an placeholders. Now here we have four parameters. First parameter is the input parameter. All the other three parameters are the output parameters. Now here, similar to the prepared statement, we have to add all the placeholders. Callable statement dot set int of input parameter. First parameter is ID, and registering the all output parameters. All the output parameters statement dot register output parameter. Second parameter is output parameter, and for this second argument is SQL type. What the inside the table. Second parameter is name. The type is the varchar type. So I am giving the types as java.sql.types.varchar. And similarly, age is a type of numeric type. So I'm giving java.sql.types of numeric. If an integer type means it is a numeric type. Similarly, register output parameters, third parameter, that is a qualification, that is a string type. So I'm giving varchar. So after adding all the parameters to the callable statement, we have to execute the callable statement, statement.execute. It will execute and it will give the result. How it will give the result means it will give results to the same callable statement. Now, if you want to get the result, statement dot get string of 2, because output parameter is 2, 3, 4. So we are getting the all output parameters. Statement dot get string of 2, 3, and 4. So we are printing the all values. Now, inside, if you want to execute our store procedure, first store procedure should be there in our database. Now I just go and execute my store procedure in my database. Store procedure we have to create first. Now I'm just selecting that and executing this. Now statement processed. Store procedure is created now. Now let's go and run this. Now I want to get the first record. Program 5, program 4. Run this. Enter the ID 100. For our ID is 100, I want to read the data. Now we can go and see what is the data for the 100. 100 we have one record. So when we enter this, it will read the data from the store procedure, it will give the data. Now if you want to get the another record, I want to get the record of 107. It will read the data from the SQL and it will give the data. Now we have seen how to create a statement and prepare statement and callable statement. If you want to execute the store procedures, we can use callable statement. And for callable statement, we have input parameter and output parameters. Input parameter is in type. We just giving the input parameter. Wherever if you want to select the person object, if input parameter is ID, select person, name, age, and qualification, where ID equal to input parameter. Output parameter is name, age, and qualification, 3 parameters. Yeah. Today we have seen prepared statement and callable statement and batch processing. We can see remaining things in the next class in the JDBC. In one class we can, in next class we can complete the JDBC.